Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wanuidina binti Wasaini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nazra binti Abdul Rahim. I will present the case 1, Roman 3 and Roman 4.
Case 1, compute the firm's value, cost of equity and overall cost of capital before undertaking the share buyback strategies. For the firm's value, VL, we are using formula VL equal to D plus S. So the D is RM 50 million plus by S, which is RM 250 million. So the firm values are equal to RM 300 million. Next, we need to find cost of equity, RS, which is we are using formula RS equal to RO plus B divided by SL multiplied by RO minus RB, which is we need to find RO. RO is equal to EBIT divided by VU. So EBIT is 50 million from the question and divided by 300 million. So RO equal to 0.1667 or 16.67%. Okay, so that we can find RS equal to 16.67% plus by 50 million divided by 250 million multiplied by 16.67% minus by 6%. So RS, the answer is 0.1880 or 18.80%. Okay, we need to find overall cost of capital, which is RWACC. So we are using the formula of RWACC equal to B divided by B plus S multiple RB plus S divided by B plus S and multiple by RS. So RWACC equal to 50 million divided by 300 million multiplied by 6% and plus 250 million divided by 300 million and multiplied by 18.80%. So the answer is 0.1667 or 16.67%. Next, calculate the firm value, cost of equity and overall cost of capital after implementing the share buyback strategies. So first we need to find the firm's value. VL equal to D plus S, which is ratio equal to D over S. Ratio is 50% that is given in the question equal to D divided by 250 million. So we can find D, which is 250 million multiplied by 50%. So D equal to 125 million. So now we can find the firm value equal to 125 million plus by 250 million. So the firm's value is equal to 375 million. Next, calculate the firm value, cost of equity and overall cost of capital after implementing the share buyback strategies. So first we need to find the firm's value. VL equal to D plus S, which is ratio equal to D over S. Ratio is 50% that is given in the question equal to D divided by 250 million. So we can find D, which is 250 million multiplied by 50%. So D equal to 125 million. So now we can find the firm value equal to 125 million plus by 250 million. So the firm's value is equal to 375 million. Okay, next we need to find the overall cost of capital, RWACC, the new one. Okay, we use B divided by B plus S multiple by RB plus B per B plus S multiple by RS. So our B is 125 million. B plus S is 375 million, the new one. And multiple by 6% and plus 250 million divided by 375 million and multiple with 22.01%, the new one. So our RWACC is 16.67%.
Okay, for the Roman 3, we can see the question asks, determine the new value of firm, its debts, and its equity after expiring of pioneer status. Assume that Perdanis never had accept the share buyback plan. So, we need to find the new value of firm, which is the formula we can use V else equals to VU plus TVB. V else equals to VU. The VU we can get it from the Roman 2, which is 375 million, plus with TVB, which we can get it 24% times with RM 125 million, which is 24%. We can get it from the question. So 125 million was the debt amount. After times with 125 with 24%, we can get it 30 million. So the answer we will get 405 million. Next, we calculate the debts, which we can use the equity and debts ratio, which is 1/3 debts to equity ratio times with 405 million, where we get it from the new value of firm. So the amount of debt we can get as 135 million. So for the equity, we calculate as 2/3, which is 5 result with the debt ratio, times with 405 million, which we get it from the new firm value. So we can get it 270 million. So the fourth moment, the question asks about, in a world with tax, explain what will happen to the firm overall cost of equity and the value of firm if the firm increases borrowing. So the question asks about if the firm increase their borrowing, what will happen to the value of firm, what will happen to the firm's overall cost of equity. So in a world with tax, if the firm increase their borrowing, the value of firm will increase with leverage, according to the formula stated, which is RS equals RO plus B over S times with 1 minus T, which is tax amount, and RO minus RB. So the leverage will increase the risk and result. So the leverage increase the risk and return of stock shareholder. Then the tax effect cost its increase at lower rate. Therefore, the firm will pay less tax since the interest is tax deductible. Due to the increased tax shields from an increase in debt, the overall cost of equity will decrease. Costs of financing are less costly and the overall cost of capital will reduce.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafinas Kushiha and I will present for question under question 1 under case study number 2, and my friend Ainul Hayat will present for question number 2 under case study number 2. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafinas Kushiha and I will present for the question case study 2, which is question 1. So first of all, we have to find our WCC. So how to find our WCC? Which we have to find our cost of debt and cost of equity. So we have to find we also have to find our weightage cost of debt and weightage cost of equity. So how to find weightage cost of debt? So first of all, we know that our debt, which is 1440, which is 10% of debt bond payable, secured bond payable, which is 1440, 1440 divided by equity plus with our 10% bond payable. So we get 0.4, and then we have to find weightage cost of equity, which is or the value of cost of equity 2192 divide by 2192 plus with 1440, which is our secure bank payable. And then we get 0.6 for weightage or cost of equity. So we have to put that in our WACC, so we can time with cost. So from the question, we know that the cost for it stated that the cost of that of course is 5.86%, but we have to find the cost of equity for cost. So we have to generate from the formula free risk plus with beta time with market risk minus with free risk. So our free risk is 4% and plus with 1.1, which is our beta, times with 11% minus with 4%, and then we get our 11.7% for cost of equity cost. So we have to put that 11.7% in our WACC under cost. And then after that, we build a table. For the table, cost of debt for the weightage is 0.4 from the formula, and then cost of equity from the calculation our just now 0.6, and then time with our cost, which is we know that cost of debt cost is 5.86% times and then we get WACC 2.344. So for cost of equity 11.7% from the calculation, we times with 0.6, so we get 7.02, and then our total WACC is 9.364. Okay, we proceed our question 2 for case study 2 with Ainul.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ainul Hayat binti Muhammad Ghazali. I will present about case study 2, question number 2. Question number 2 asks to calculate a project-specific cost of equity for the new investment as suggested by the Director B. First, we need to calculate the B value of assets. The formula is equity B times with market value of equity over market value of equity plus with market value of debt times 1 minus tax. It means 1.6 times 2160 over 2160 plus 420 times 1 minus 0.24. So, we will get 1.39. Second, we need to find the new equity of B. The formula is BA times VE plus VD times 1 minus tax over VE. It means 1.39 times 408 plus 312 times 1 minus 0.24 over 408 equal with 2.2. After we find the new equity, we need to calculate required rate of return. The formula we use is KE equal with RF plus BE times RM minus RF. It means 4% plus 2.2 times 11% minus 4%. So, we will get 19.4%. It means a project-specific cost of equity for the new investment as suggested by the Director B with 19.4%. Thank you.